Okay, so this video is now going to be about signing your offer and sending it to your client to sign. We capped off the previous video about setting up your offer with the prepare for signature. So this is when you're actually going to get into your signing platform. So your offer has been completed and now you're ready to sign. So prepare signature. Now your envelope name is the signing documentation portfolio, essentially. So you can call it Roselawn initial offer or initial offer one, whatever you want to label it. I'd suggest labeling it relatively accurately and differently each iteration you go through a negotiation. So your buyer client, all the names are here. Your buyer client, John Buyer, needs to sign. You could say he receives a copy or there's no action, but your buyer client needs to sign. So you're selecting needs to sign. You, as the buyer agent, is going to need to sign as well, especially because this is your first offer or your initial offer to the seller. We're going to say need to sign. Okay. We don't need to do anything with the seller's side. Okay. So we're clicking next. Now our envelope is being created. Okay, so now you can kind of see here SkySlope DigiSign. This was previously saying SkySlope Forms. So now we're in the signing platform within SkySlope. Okay. Now you see here you've got your signer, you've got a drop down for yourself as the cooperating agent, and then you have a drop down as well for John Buyer, for your buyer. You are blue and your buyer is orange, so you can easily tell who has the signing spots or the initial spots based on the color. Now, you also have signature, initials, inputting full name, date, time, checkbox, text field, or strike through. Okay, so we're going to go through this very, very quickly. So you can see here that your buyer and yourself are already pre-populated in most of these fields. Okay, here, here, here. Now we're going to scroll down to a space where we might want your buyer to initial. Okay, that's a terrible example. Let's say your buyer needs to do something. Let's just say they need to do something down here. Okay, let's say they are accepting the offer. Okay, or they're acknowledging. Let's say they're acknowledging this offer. Your buyer is going to need to sign this space. So you've selected on the dropdown John Buyer. You select signature. You've clicked it, and then you just come over here. You can see these little crosshairs. You click, and your buyer's signature space has been input. Now, if you click again, it will input another one randomly where you've selected. Okay, we're going to delete that because we don't want it. So in order to get out of this space again where you're signing, you click up here at signature, and it'll deselect signature. If your buyer needed to initial something, you click initials, and again, crosshairs, and you click. Okay, we're going to delete that. Deselect initials. If you needed to input your client's name, usually that's like on a schedule that the listing agents provided you via PDF. You can say full name and click, and again, the full name is going to appear. In this particular case, we need to click date because we need to date this as well. So we're clicking date, crosshairs, and we're putting that in. To deselect date, again, you are clicking there. Now you can click on your form again, and you will not be putting in another date. Now, that's the most important component of setting up the signatures and your dates, times, checkbox, etc. Let's say you're in a scenario where you've received a counter offer from the seller's side, and you need to make a change to it. Okay, so you're going to select your strike. Okay, let's just say we've got something in here about the existing survey. Okay, you've clicked strike and you do not want this in the offer. So let's say the seller has input this clause into the offer in a counter offer or a sign back. This is what they've input, and you don't want this to be in there for some reason. You click strike and you click and drag this line across. Click, drag across. You can select the strike through, color it. It doesn't really matter. And then you continuously do that until you've struck out everything you want. Now, again, you still have your strike selected. Okay, if I deselect strike, try to do it again, it will not work. Okay, so I need to click strike and strike, click and drag that over. Now, you can, with your strike through, you can do lines clean cut like this, or you can drag them over. Okay, you can drag them like this, and you can do that. Okay. Now, let's say your buyer needs to initial that. Okay. Simply click, make sure that you're on your specific buyer that needs to do so. Initial 1 and 2. And then we're deselecting our initial. Okay, let's pretend that everything has been completed. Your offer is ready to send. We are going to click send. Okay. From here, I highly recommend you edit this. Documents or offer to sign. It was 280 rows long. Okay. Now, you can edit these to say your documents are ready, or you can manually write a message to your client. You can call out specific changes that have happened within this iteration or within this negotiation. Okay. Then you're going to click send for signatures. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay. As the cooperating agent, you will see this. You will be brought to your envelope has been sent. You can say either I'm done and you'll receive an email to sign, or you can just sign it right now. Okay, so I'm going to click sign right now because I am the cooperating agent. I'm going to go through and say agree because I'm, again, the cooperating agent. Very intuitive system. So we're going to click start. This is just for me. You can see that I've got 8 spots where I need to sign. You're probably going to have more, but click, 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 etc. Okay, we'd go through all of that, and then we click finish signing. At the same time, your buyer also has this document to sign in their specific spots.